There. I'm on my phone, guys. I knew it was just too smooth. I knew it was just too smooth there. Hold on to situate ease. Just give me a second. See, it's just... I need to change the title. See, we're still going round in circles. See? Round and round and round. Don't know why that is. Hold on. I need to find out what yous have heard and what yous haven't heard. Maybe I need to repeat everything again. Who knows? Just give me a sec. Right, okay. Right, okay. Right, found Yay, December. Wait a minute. See, where am I going to put these? See, I've got these on this long thingy here. Oh. I'm trying to think where I should put these. Where should I put these? I'm in a situation here. Situation. Maybe I should move that. See, it's all gone. See, professional artwork here. You know what I mean? This is professional. That's what I'm saying. If no, see, that's not going to work either. That's not going to work. What about this? Maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe there. If I look up. That's better. December, I'm sorry. I'm making myself dizzy. It's all go. It was all go there for a moment. I've got these actually on my laptop now. So I can see the this is probably the best position ever because I can see you and I can see the chat. I'll be doing this in future. I think this is the best plan, actually. That's just good. So, how much did you hear? Did MD hear? Did MD hear what I was talking about before? I've no idea. I'll need to take the other video down and rename this one. So cool. So, yay! Open-minded, my beautiful friend. I'm glad you can see me. I couldn't see any yous either. All I could see was the wee twirly thing going round and round and round. Okay, I'll just start again. I'll just start again in case MD didn't hear. I'll cut it down though. Hi Jacqueline. Oh my goodness, everyone, please check out beautiful Jacqueline's channel. She's our crafting is absolutely amazing. She makes flowers and things like that, and she does haul videos and everything, and I absolutely love her. Open-minded, there's a reason I'm wearing all of this today. First, I'll get back to what I was saying before. I've an imposter stealing all my videos on YouTube, taking them all, uploading every single video on their channel is me, including live streams. And that's not the worst. The worst is they're asking for donations, which I have never done. I've got the wee PayPal if someone wants to give me a tip, you know, for a cup of coffee, that's great. But I have never asked anyone for a penny, never. And this person is stealing my videos and asking for cash. Please don't do it, everyone. Please don't do it. It's making me feel icky and creepy inside, and I swear to God that's the way I feel. Now, when I upload my videos, I upload them for all of you, all of my lovely little berries, all my friends, people I love that I've genuinely got a kind of bond with here on YouTube. And I upload them for yous, knowing that yous are going to watch it. But having someone steal my videos, just even if people, you know, my little berries watch their videos, it still feels weird and creepy. So I have told YouTube, done numerous copyright strikes, so hopefully they'll get taken down. But just watch, especially this time of year, there's a lot of scammers about this time of year that'll want to tug on your heartstrings, you know. Please, I mean, money's short for everyone at this time of year. Just keep it in your pockets. Just keep it for yourselves and your family. Okay. Oh. Oh, Madsen, thank you. Yes, open-minded. I couldn't have said that better myself. I'm going to put my fan on, guys, because I'm at that age. I'm taking hot flush. It's my birthday next week, so I'm going to be 47. So I'm taking the hot flushes right now. So I've had to put my fan on. I hope you don't mind. Burning up, burning. Okay, so the reason I have these earrings, this ring, and this will give it away, everyone. This bangle or bracelet. We call it bangles in Scotland, believe it or not. Hi ASMR Muzz. Everyone check out ASMR Muzz's channel. It's because I'm going to talk about the Titanic. Yes, the heart of the ocean. I've not actually got like a heart of the ocean, which I wish I did, but that's the nearest I've got to it. So I am Titanic up. I absolutely love the Titanic, and not just because of Leonardo DiCaprio, which is, you know, he's pretty hot. I would invite him in to the bungalow any day. I would invite Leonardo, come in. Leonardo, make yourself at home. Yes, I am obsessed. In fact, one of my really good friends, Lil Maritime, her name is, she's also got a YouTube channel. She stays in Canada, and she took the most, oh, I've even got goosebumps just now and hair sticking up the back of my neck. There's an actual graveyard site, and it's for all the people that had died in the Titanic. And she took the video of all these gravestones, and she put music, the music that she put, I can't even remember what music it was, but the music she put into it just really made the video, and it was really, really choking. I mean, I felt like crying, and look, I've got goosebumps. They're now thinking about it. Titanic Graveyard, Nova Scotia. Thank you, ASMR Muzz. Open-minded, thank you so much. So anyway, guys, you might not know this. This could be breaking news for YouTube, and I'll be changing the title of this video. Recently, they have actually found a flaw in the Titanic from the moment it sailed from Southampton. The ship was on fire, and nobody, well, all the staff and the captain and everybody all knew this, but obviously the passengers didn't. What had happened was they had coal bunkers back in the days, huge big coal bunkers underneath for the men to shovel the coal into the furnace. And one of the coal bunkers was on fire, the coal was on fire. So what they were trying to do was really, really quickly and fastly shovel the coal into the furnace. Sorry if I'm not seeing the chat just now. I'll need to just keep going with this. So what they were doing was they were trying to shove the coal into the furnace really quickly to get the fire out. The fire burnt for about 3 weeks. The coal was smouldering, and it also catched the next coal bunker alight. So they were continuing to shovel the coal into the bunker, into the furnace, shovel the coal into the furnace like that to try and get the coal to go out. They left Southampton dock and went over the Atlantic, or I think they stopped briefly in Ireland and then went over the Atlantic. It was still on fire. They were still trying to control this raging fire that reached 1,000 degrees or something like that. And eventually, once they got the first bunker, all the coals were gone. Once they had done that, one of the workers had looked in and said Titanic was glowing. So the whole side of the ship was glowing red hot. He said, and it was beveled. It was beveled. So the fire had actually compromised the strength of the ship. Now, not only that, there's pictures of the Titanic when it was getting launched into the sea, and the owners, White Star it was that owned Titanic, and they knew about this. And on the side of Titanic, there was, I think it was like 30 feet. You know, it was a big part of Titanic like that, and you can see the discoloration in the side. You could see it was darker than the rest. It was like a streak going along like that. And that was the damage that was done with this fire that was still raging on the ship. So they knew about this, and instead of dealing with it, they turned the Titanic round. Hold on. It's a wee dog. It never fails. This is my life, guys. I'll show you. Look. See what's going on? That's my life. So what White Star done was they reversed the Titanic in so that onlookers wouldn't be able to see this big streak that was going along the bottom. Now, if you do your research on YouTube, you'll find these pictures. And the streak's there in numerous pictures, so it's not just a freak picture. You can see this long black shadow on the bottom of Titanic. Now, the reason that they wanted to hurry up and set off with this blazing fire underneath was because they had so many. Okay there. They had so many millionaires and people on board. They'd all. I think there was a man called Astor that was the founder of Macy's or something like that. He was on board. You know, multi-millionaires at the time, really, really well-to-do people, and White Star was competing with other shipyards at the time for voyages and things like that. So they didn't want the bad publicity, so they wanted to launch the ship as it was and just hopefully get the coals into the furnace before, and they probably thought, you know, nothing would happen. So that's why they launched, and the fire was still going. As they launched, the fire was going. But who would, all these millionaires, would you go into a ship if you knew that there was a raging fire below? That's why they kept it hush hush. So another thing that people have always wondered about, and I always wondered about as well, was why the captain didn't slow down when it was coming on to the icebergs. Now, they knew that there was iceberg debris all around that particular area. They had telegrams. People had told them, you know, you're entering into really cold water, icebergs ahead. They couldn't slow down. The reason they couldn't slow down was back in the UK at that time, there was a shortage of coal. There was, like, I don't know if it was a coal strike or just a shortage of coal in general, but they only had so much coal on board the ship. And with the coal on fire and them shoveling it in as fast as they possibly could into the furnace, they were running out of coal. So if they were to slow down the Titanic, they wouldn't get to New York. They would be stranded. They would be stranded in the Atlantic without any fuel, and another ship would need to come over and refuel them. Again, that would look really bad publicity-wise. So instead of that, what they done was they kept going full speed ahead, and that would keep the momentum going of the Titanic as fast as it possibly could to go and actually get to New York. So this is what I have been watching. And it makes an awful lot of sense to me. You know, it really does make a lot of sense. And if you are to look up on YouTube, you will find these documentaries that I've been binge watching. Um, uh, you know, for days I've been watching this and it fascinates me really. And it's actually answered a lot of questions because I always thought, why was the captain so silly as to go full speed ahead into water that contains these icebergs? And that was the reason. The reason was they were running out of coal, and if they were to slow the boat down at all, they wouldn't reach New York in time. And they thought to themselves, the ship's unsinkable. And that's why they went full speed ahead. And when they hit the iceberg, it just happened to be on the bit of the bow that was compromised with the heat, and that's why it sank so fast. Aussie ASMR. It's really about anything this, but I'm talking about the Titanic, the sinking of the Titanic, and new footage and things like that they've actually found, and also one of the work after the Titanic sank, they had like a meeting where people were talking about what happened to the Titanic. And a few of the workers came forward and spoke about this particular fire, and they were brushed off. They were told, no, that fire's got nothing to do with the sinking, and they were pushed away. So they all knew about it. They all knew about it. Open-minded. It's just been this week. I've been binge watching Titanic footage. But if you're to type in YouTube anywhere in Titanic on fire, you'll find it. It'll come up. Oh, there's my lovely Arab. Hello, sweetheart. But it does December. It makes an awful lot of sense. Oh, Lady Millie, that's okay, and bonjour to you. Yes, December, and do you know, while the passengers that were saved from the water that were in the lifeboats, there was only 2 dozen or something actually in the sea that they managed to save. But when they got took to New York, and they were still in their beds recovering, you know, psychologically and everything from what the horrendous night that I can't even imagine. But while they were still in their beds in the hospital, they had White Line employees or lawyers coming up and getting them to sign a form. I think it was $25 or something they got back then, signing a form saying that they wouldn't sue, blah, 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 take this $25. And a lot of them did. A lot of them took that. You know, while they were ill in bed, it was horrendous to think of. Oh, Gravity Pulled you in Canada. It's a special part of my heart in Canada because my dad's Canadian and my cousin, beautiful Ray's Girl 26, she's in Canada also. And I think Jacqueline's in Canada as well. Maybe she's not, but I think she is. I have a lot of beautiful Canadian friends. So I've been absolutely glued to these documentaries and watching the submarines go under and look at Titanic. And I was just saying to my son today, at first they thought that Titanic sank in the one piece and went straight down, but she actually split in two. The back end of her went down like that, and the front end came up, and then it snapped in two, and the back end floated away from the other. So when they go under in these robots, you can see the front of the ship, and you can see the back of the ship, but they couldn't find the middle of the ship. They were thinking, where's the middle of the ship? We've got the front and the back. So what they've done just over the past couple of years is they've got these kind of like torpedo, it's like torpedo kind of submarines that cost millions of pounds. Of course, they cost millions of pounds, and they go right under the water. And I think it's like a 50-mile radius with the Titanic wreckage, and the torpedo goes up, along, down. Now, like that. It just keeps going like that. And the other one does that. And it's got sonar, so it's constantly taking a map of the bottom of the ocean. So when they bring it up, they could see that that's a big pile of wreckage and that's a big pile of wreckage. And when they went down, they actually did find the middle section, but it was just mangled metal like this. But they also found these two pieces like this, and they were looking at it, and it was the bottom side of Titanic, and they thought, I wonder if they two pieces fit together. So they done like a virtual reality thing where they bring up the two pieces like that and they could slot it in, and it ended up to be the bottom end of the ship. It was just amazing, absolutely amazing. Yes, Jacqueline's in Canada. Canadian, see, my heart's in Canada and in the USA. I love the USA. You know, Florida is my happy place. But I've always wanted to go to Canada as well, and visit my relatives and things like that. See the Niagara Falls, that would be a sight to see, honestly. But anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about today, because a lot of people don't know. I was telling my son, and he said, Mum, that's really interesting. And usually he doesn't want to know things like that. But it's just so interesting that it makes an awful lot of sense. And back in what a beautiful ship. Because they've got, on YouTube, they've got these kind of 3D things that you can go in, and you're in the grand staircase, and you can go down the grand staircase and see all the different, you know, rooms and what was in the bedrooms, and then the swimming baths. It was in the swimming baths, the heated pool, and just, I mean, it was luxurious even now, but can you imagine what it was like back in 1912? Oh, North Yorkshire. Hi, Andrea. Thank you very much for stopping in and saying hello to me. Oh, Jacqueline, you're so beautiful. I love you very much. Thank you. I wouldn't make a mess, but I'd probably want to do a lot of crafting with you. So we probably would make a mess. Oh, Andrea, I'm glad you caught me live. So do you like my new hair? I went dark. And it's actually my natural colour. This is my natural colour. So I would love to go back in time, you know, I would love to go back in time and see what it's like. But then again, I've watched a lot of documentaries, and it was the survivors of the Titanic, and even them telling the story, you can just tell how traumatic it must have been. And they said that when the ship sank and there was people all screaming in the ocean and everything, the worst part was after that, the complete silence. Ooh, see, it just gives me the, oh. Oh, thank you very much, everyone. Yes, me and Jacqueline would craft. Jacqueline, me and you would craft like crazy. We'd be crafting some really good pocket letters and things like that, and decorations and stuff. Because look, all these decorations on my roof I made. See all my paper chains? Me and my son made them. And we've got stars there, made them too. And of course I've got babies lying about the place. And my cushions are all themed now for Christmas. I'm into the Christmas spirit, but there's my heart of the ocean. See, that this is actually a heart of the ocean. But I'll need to watch it now. But Leonardo's in it. Open-minded, thank you very much. Jacqueline, we would be busy for days, but your house would be in absolute state. There would be washi tape, there would be tinsel, there would be things littered all about the place. But we would be happy. We would be happy and amongst it. The crafting zone, I always call it the crafting zone. We'd be happy in the crafting zone. You could come here and we could craft. We could craft for days. I love it. See, there was a project I used to love doing with my kids and my nieces and nephews, and it was really, really easy. And it was, I always said to them, it was like a Christmas present for someone. If you didn't have much money, this was a great Christmas present. So what you actually do is you get a piece of cardboard and you cut out like a frame like this, like a picture frame, and then you cover it in glue, and then you get some cotton wool and you put cotton wool all over it like this, and then you get some fabric, any kind of fabric, maybe Christmas fabric, and you cover that in fabric and pin it to behind it, and then you put another piece of cardboard in the same shape over the back of it, and it's a picture frame. It ends up as a picture frame, but it's really quite cool, and the kids used to really enjoy making that. Oh, I hope your study goes good, Evie. Yes, maybe I should do that one day, make the picture. It's been years since I've done it, but you know, that was one of the things that was really, it was really cool and for presents. And I always said to my kids, homemade presents are the best, and they are, because during the, I mean, if you want a bottle of perfume, let's face it, during the year, you'll be able to save up and buy a bottle of perfume. But a homemade thing is forever. You know, you can't go back in time to make that. I don't even know how else to explain it. You know, but if I wanted a bottle of opium perfume, I could go and buy it. You know, I'd save up my money and I could go and buy it. But for your kids when they're 6 or 7 year old, making a picture frame and you look back, you can't replace that. That's something money can't buy. So I always encourage them to do that kind of thing at Christmas, and that's what I like about Christmas, is that kind of thing. In fact, see, my Christmas crackers this year, they're magic trick Christmas crackers. So at the Christmas dinner we can, you know, do a trick or two. It'll be fun. Oh, oh, Infinity, thank you. I love you too. Thank you very, very much. Yes, I used to do other. I can't even remember. When the kids were wee, I used to do a lot of crafts because back then I just didn't care. I had a box that was full of paint and tape and everything you could think of. And I would just say, right, let's do it. The place would be an absolute shambles, as we say, but we were all happy doing it, and that was the main thing. Open-minded, yes. See, I want a kiss and a cuddle. That's what I want these days of my babies. That they're not babies anymore, but you know, that's what I want, a kiss and a cuddle. Open-minded, see, back in the day, like 20 odd years ago, and even like for Halloween, they didn't, back in the day, they didn't have as many Halloween things in the shop. And I used to say to the kids, it would be just my two girls at that point, I hadn't had my son, and I would sit down with paper and pens and glue, and I would say to them, let's make some Halloween decorations. And we would draw witches and cats and owls and broomsticks and all different kinds of things like that. Colour them in, you know, put sparkles on them, and I would sellotape them to the door and the window and whatever. And it was the best, you know, it was really great because it was time spent with them, and it was beautiful. I loved them. I loved the decorations that we did make. Infinity, what was the first Christmas gift you remember receiving? Oh, it'd probably be a cuddly toy. That's all I ever asked for when I was a wee girl, was a cuddly toy. My birthday, a cuddly toy. Christmas, a cuddly toy. But there was one year I got what we call a Wendy house. I don't even know what its proper name is, but we call it a Wendy house. It was like just like a kid-on house that was made with plastic. And I remember getting that and being able to sit inside it and have my dinner. You know, I remember that. Yes, I'm from Glasgow, so she'll have the same accent as me, your mum. Oh, thank you, Dream. A Christmas art and craft video. Now, do you know, I could, because like that, I was showing my son how to make, well, we made the decorations, and how to make decorations out of kitchen foil, or I don't know, aluminum, I think it is overseas you call it, but we call it kitchen foil. And you just have strips of the kitchen foil, cut it into strips, and you flip it over and flip it over and flip it over. And when you unravel it, it's like a lovely kind of decoration. And you know, we used to make them as well. Oh, near St Andrews. Oh, St Andrews is beautiful. That's further up north than me. But I've been there and it's a lovely, lovely place. It really is. But my son, he was in Millport. That's a Scottish island. I told you all about it. He was doing his scientist, that he was looking at seaweed. Oh, Christmas party planner roleplay. That sounds cool. You call it tinfoil, Jacqueline. We call it tinfoil. Dominique. I love that name. That's a beautiful name. Yes. Well, I've got a video scheduled for Wednesday, and I've told you before that I got my ex-husband for his Christmas a case of beer from all around the world. So I've done a little video just showing you the box and showing you all the different beers inside. I thought it'd be quite an interesting video. So that'll be Can I Speak English? Mohammed, I'll do my best to speak English, but it's quite difficult for me. But I'll try my best. So that video will be out on Wednesday. I hope you enjoy that. Maybe relaxing for you. But I'm going to do, I was looking at all my decorations and I was thinking I'll need to do a shop role play, and I can get my little till out that I love with the scanner, and we'll probably do that as well. December. I love that name because I was born in December as well, so I love that name. Oh, Infinity, have a wonderful weekend and thank you so much. Look at Poppy. That's what she does. She digs. Did you see her there? Look, see her? Oh, can you see her? See the carry on here? Digging. She was digging the life out of my couch. See, you can tell she's up to no good. Knew she was doing a bit of digging. Good girl. That was a good job. There, she's done a good job there. ASMR dog digging. Yes, darling, you could have your own channel. Oh, yeah. Ah, there's my lovely daughter. Hello, sweetheart. Hi, baby. Do you like my hair? Darker. Oh. Look, she's not happy with digging there. She's got to go over to the other couch. Look. Do you see this? What's going on? Look at that. See? She's got to do it. She's got to. And then she'll just leave it like that. But me having the OCD, I can't stop thinking about that cushion now. I can't stop thinking about that. So I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here has been so good. So good. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Amanda, have you been watching it? Harry, I have been in knots with Harry. There's a man called Harry Redknapp in it, and he's an older gentleman. And he likes his normal food. He likes lasagna, and he likes jam roly-poly and custard. He likes fish and chips. He likes all this kind of stuff. And he's been getting emu. He got llama's neck. What else was it? He had wallaby wings, but he's calling it kangaroo wings. And it's just been so hilarious. I've been actually just about in tears watched him with all this strange food. And tonight he's got an eating challenge, which I'll need to hide because I can't watch the eating challenges. They just I can't do it. Oh man, I can't with the eating challenges. I would give everything else a try. See, look, see, she's made the mess over there. Look at the state of the place now. The eating challenges I couldn't do. I couldn't. I mean, I can't even watch them. Never mind actually do them. Yeah, open-minded. She always cuddly next to her mummy. Yes, only my baby. Yeah, she's my baby. So I done my ironing a few days ago. That's why we're not ironing today. Got that over and done with. But my son absolutely loved his time at Millport studying the seaweed. He said he felt like a real scientist doing it. Arab, I can't even remember, but it's in the video. But you'll see this part is a bit lighter than this part, but that doesn't bother me. That's okay. But this is the natural colour of my hair, you know. So my hair and my eyebrows match. Oh, Mohammed, I'm very attractive and exciting now. See, I couldn't speak English a moment ago, but there you go. Oh, Andrea, I'm the same. I'm like that. I can't watch the eating challenges, and even listening to the eating challenges. I can't do it. That's Sophie then. Well, give Sophie a cuddle from me, Amanda, and I love the two of you very, 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 very much. Bye, sweetie. Oh, Dominique, thank you so much. See, I take, you know, turns with my hair. 1 minute I'm blonde, next minute I'm red. Doesn't matter. Good Mandy, give her a wee cuddle for me. My babies. Always be my babies. Well, everyone, I'm going to go now and I'm going to do a bit of housework. Place is relatively tidy. I've just got my bedroom to hoover. And then I'm going to have stuffed mushrooms for dinner tonight. I love mushrooms. And I don't know what film I'm going to watch. I always watch a film. Last week I watched the Avengers movie, which was really good. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I was gonna see now. I've put that on there, and where am I? Right there. So I don't know what to watch today. I might watch more of the Titanic since I'm all Titanicked out. And there's a big debate about Titanic, whether they should be bringing up artifacts or leaving them down there after all. You know, it's like a graveyard down there, would you? I don't know. But I like to watch things like that. It's interesting. And oh, if you haven't looked at it, have a look on YouTube about the Titanic and how it was on fire from it left the dock and they knew about it. But thank you everyone. Wait to bring you down here. See, there's my beautiful tree. Dun, 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 dun. I'm happy, and amongst all that and tinsel and stuff, that's when I'm my happiest. Tinsel and sparkly lights, that's me. So thank you everyone for joining me and watching me rabble on and watching my videos and everything. I love yous all. Thank you to my beautiful mods. You know I love yous, and I'll see yous all again next time. Bye everybody.